Hi guys, and welcome to my channel Read with Anna. Here we are sharing the ideas as for the books that the most fascinating, the most extraordinary, the most interesting ones, the most exciting ones, and we are sharing the opinions. We are sharing our own ideas, what we think as for this or that book. And today I would like to share with you, first of all, and of course, ask for your opinion. What do you think? What do you consider right or wrong? And today I would like to offer you kind of like interesting, at the same time unusual, at the same time, well, strange, let's say, topic of the women of the ancient profession. Why? Because I have encountered one book by the very famous writer Paulo Coelho, and he's a Brazilian novelist, right? And he has been writing actually so many different novels that are easy to read, that are not that much over volume, and anyway, they are I think read by almost everyone. Anyway, um, I would like to talk with you about and to share with you my ideas as for the book Mata Hari. Well, if you don't know, I'll tell you a little bit about this woman. Mata Hari is the woman. This is her pseudonym. So she was born in Netherlands, and she was born in Netherlands, and she got married to the guy who was twice older than her, but they have been living. They at a certain point, like quite a lot of couples usually have it, they had two kids, a daughter and a son. But the marriage itself was very much unhappy, and she was unhappy in her marriage. He was unhappy in his marriage as well. So mostly because he was addicted to alcohol, and his addiction could be explained by the thing that he didn't earn that much money, and he was not promoted, and because he didn't earn that much, he was all the time depressed, all the time angry, all the time, all of his aggression was on her, so to say. So she was also not happy with that, and mostly those were kind of abusive relationships, not only by his alcohol abuse, but as well as his like lovers abuse, because he had lovers. Well, usually, guys, I would tell you this. Nowadays we are so much knowledgeable about different kinds of abuse, different kinds of psychological phenomena like gaslighting and so on, manipulation, and so on and so forth. But I will tell you this is like my own conclusion, and this is how it is, like if the man is abusive, he will be abusive in everything regarding money, regarding relationships, regarding what he says, how he talks to you, and everything. So it's full package, so to say. So like the best way is definitely to leave, and that's it. There is no future in all of this, and uh, and let me tell you that their marriage, so they were both unhappy. He was abusive, right? Then that it was the time when they um, separated and started living separately, but then they were together again, and that togetherness again didn't bring any results, and no wonder. So like this is another aspect of the relationships. If you already decided to break up, this is it, like no need to for reconciliation, you know, like you can work on your relationships if they're healthy relationships, but there is something wrong with them. You can work on them while being together, while agreeing on something, while having concessions, compromise on something. Yes, but you know, like when people already decided to separate, there is high chance that they will separate anyway, because you know, um, when partners separate, they come up to these conclusions not in just because of one little thing, you know, like it's all coming together, and it's all coming together not only once, it's coming together for years. So yeah, so like I say, if you have healthy relationships, of course there is a high chance to cure them. But if everything is abusive and you all the time quarrel, and the partner is abusive in this or that way, you know, like why to waste your time, your life on what? So that's what she decided at a certain point, and she went um, to Paris. Why? Because in the 20th century, the interest to the Oriental dancing skyrocketed. And she started, well, let's say she was not that pretty. You can look at the pictures, just Google them, you know, pictures of her, I mean, but still, she was, she started being involved into these dances, and those dances involved not only just dancing, you know, like her dances were had erotic meaning. So she was dancing, and at the end of her dances she was taking her clothes off, I'm sorry, she was taking her clothes off, and she was naked. Yeah, so, and also you know, like honestly, I'm not that much aware of the opportunities for women in the 20th century to work. Here I am back again. Do you want to know something? That's so interesting. Before starting this video, I just thought, like, why not to make a cup of coffee for myself, you know, like, and just to start my video talk with you. But then no, you know, like probably, you know, like that's not nice when you are talking, explaining something, and sharing something, and you are drinking. No, because you know, like I was talking that much, so I started almost choking. I started coughing, and that's why here it is, the cup of coffee. So to you, very nice, very tasty. You know, like I very much like Nespresso coffee, so it's like such a rich flavor, such rich, those like capsulated, you know, like, yeah, but not very strong, with milk, of course, definitely. Well, okay, so let's continue our discussion. So yeah, so she went to Paris, right? So she went to Paris, and she started her dances that were not only dances, but with erotic ending when she was naked. And she became so popular, you know, like she became so popular among people. She was, by the way, dancing not just in front of ordinary people and everybody. She was dancing in front of the high society people, you know, like, and they it entertained them. They liked it, of course. It's yeah. And another thing that she didn't only dance, didn't only perform, but she also became the courtesan, you know, like courtesans, they were mistresses, lovers, well, if to talk in the simple in simple language, so they were women with not that heavy behavior, so to say, very light behavior. Uh, so yeah, and they were provided by like that's interesting, like that's strange why I'm talking about it. I just don't know, like like I just picked up the book because of its beautiful cover, and I decided to read about it, because like I have heard sometimes in my life this pseudonym like Meta Harry, but what is it about, like. So uh now I know. Yeah, so she was supported by very influential people, men, so those who had high positions in the society. And by the way, if we look into the division of courtesans, they were honest courtesans, the ones who were supported and provided by the high level of men, and like regular simple. So she referred to the higher level. Anyway, once there was the time when the First World War started. It was the time; those were the war times, and she was accused of espionage. However, um, she in this book, like it says that it was such a surprise for her, because she has never been involved in anything. However, like the facts truly prove that. So somehow she was um, involved in all of the espionage, and she was actually the spy, and she was assassinated. She was assassinated, and like very sad story on the one hand, uh, maybe quite fair on the other hand. And if you dig into the facts about this personality, this person, this woman, who she really was, like um she had that abusive husband, okay, and she had two kids, like, but then what about the kids? um they say that she had two children, right? So she had the son and her daughter. And first of all, her son dies. And what they say that he died because of the nannies who were taking care of him, they poisoned the food. But then there is a huge question why the daughter dies at the age of 20 or something. Well, and there is the hypothesis that they died because of the venereal diseases. So, like I say, like overall, talking about all of this may sound kind of like dirty, may sound kind of like ugly, but we have Paulo Coelho, Brazilian writer, who wrote about it, and I have read it. So, if you encounter this book, like just you may just read it, or may you just like get to know the information about this woman, just to know in general, just to be more literate, and just to know this name and what is this name is about, like that's mainly the point of reading this book and getting to know this information. So anyway, if you have any comments, if you have any of your own visions, maybe you have searched and studied the information about that, and you know even more, so you're welcome to share in the comments. And for now, thank you for watching. I wish you having a great week, having a great, awesome, fantastic, relaxing, and beautiful weekend. And see you soon, because here I have some more books. So on my table, I'll gladly read them and share with you. Thank you for watching. See you next time.